So first question we got, it's a good one. This is from Chris A. He said, last year, one of Jalen's most successful games was when he was running the jet sweeps and handoffs with the outside runs until he got injured by the goal line. Would it be plausible if Jalen Reagor converted into a power running back like Jordan Howard, since he's already kind of built like a running back? We've already seen JJ turn to a tight end. So what do you think of that?
I think that'd be a catastrophic failure. That's what I think about it. And Chris, I'm not trying to be mean to you. I'm not talking about your question, but I'm saying you drafted a guy in the first round. You don't draft running backs in the first round, and then you don't draft an experiment at running back in the first round. So you moving him to running back is saying this was the worst pick that I've ever had in the history of the Eagles, which I don't think is the case at all. So I think that they're going to try to stick it out with Jalen Reagor at receiver and make the best of the situation. Yes, he has a running back build, but usually running backs that have the agility and foot quickness are usually good at punt returns, kick returns, something like that. Brian Westbrook and the others that are good. Debo Samuel, you just put the ball in their hands and stuff just begin to happen. Yes, Jalen Reagor has made some things happen, but he hasn't made the explosive happen consistent enough. He's had some ones where he's taken it to the house, but again, we're talking about like the elite of the elite when it comes to ball carriers. Running backs they make people miss. They're trained to be hit, and I think sometimes even with Jalen Reagor, sometimes you can question if he wants to be hit sometimes.
Yeah. And see, what I want to see this early next year. I want to see him succeed. I do think he's got a lot of talent. I want to see, especially early on, I want to see him with the ball in his hands early, like first game, even if it's a simple hitch route, simple slant. I want to see him with the ball in his hands early and see what he can do from there, and then let him slowly build his confidence. It's almost like, he comes into the game and he's asked to do, things that he's not necessarily ready to do yet in terms of, route tree and getting down the field and judging the ball in the air. I like to see him getting the ball in his hands a little bit quicker and seeing, how he can kind of develop that way, and then start to kind of add more to his plate, add more to his route tree, add more to what he's able to do. And unfortunately, he might end up being an odd man out because, the addition of AJ and, Devontae and, so it might be a little bit too late for him, but I would love to see him get that opportunity to maybe not like Debo, but, try to use him similarly. Yeah.
Well, so this is the thing. Like, I hear you and I hear Chris. Putting a receiver at running back is not common.
Yeah.
And it's not an everyday thing. This is one of those things that you have to have an extraordinary, above normal, super, athlete